Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video you're seeing of me, welcome to my channel. Please do hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I post Monday through Saturday. And today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 easiest knitting projects. Now here are some very simple projects that I suggest if you're a beginner knitter because they're super easy, they're super quick, and they go by super fast depending on how fast you can knit. Some of these projects, if you're a beginner knitter, they might take you like a day or two, or they might take you like a few hours or about an hour. Again, some people are not very fast at knitting and some of these you could probably finish in like 2 minutes or 2 or 5 minutes depending on how fast you can actually knit and stuff like that. I don't remember how long, and to be fairly honest, when I first started knitting, I honestly don't remember how long these actually took me, so I can't give you guys an exact amount of time that it actually took me to finish them because I haven't made these projects in so long, but some of these I actually finished fairly quickly. And I'm going to get started, and if you guys have any quick projects that I've left out that you guys have made yourselves, let me know down in the comments below, and I'm going to get started. So number one on my list had to be juggling cubes. These ones are super easy because they're really small, and they use like a bulky yarn and larger needles, which is good for beginners because bulky yarn and large needles just make it much easier, because the thicker the yarn, the quicker your stuff will knit up. Because the bigger the needle, the bigger the stitch, the bigger your stitch, the quicker your project would be, and the thicker your yarn, the bigger your project will be and the quicker your project will be. I hope some of that made sense. Let me know if it did in the comments down below. So these just go by really quick because they're only like a few rows and you only have to cast on a small amount of stitches, and you only have to sew a little bit, and you only have to do a little bit of sewing, and then just add like beans or dried chickpeas, peas, or uncooked rice in them, and they make great fun little hacky sack cubes, and they're super duper fun to make, and they go by super quick. Number two on my list had to be a coin purse. Now I have a picture of a coin purse right in here. It's actually called a pocket purse. Here's what it looked like. It's really cute, and it's really small. It's like one part of it's like about 3 inches, and then the rest is like 8 inches tall. So it goes by super quick because at first you start off with like a stockinette stitch, which is a knit one purl row one stitch. Knit one row, purl one row stitch. And it goes by super duper quick because you only knit that part for 3 inches, and then you knit the rest in garter stitch, which is just knit every row. And you just go back and forth and knit every row until, and it probably might take you, I think about probably like 10 minutes to finish because it goes by super quick. Again, it depends on how fast you're knitting and stuff like that. And it doesn't have a lot of sewing like a lot of other knitting projects do. It only has like a little bit of sewing, which is really good. And the only thing you have to like sew on pretty much is just a button too. You also have to sew up the sides as well. Well, sorry about that. And that was actually my first project out of this book, was a coin purse. Number 3 on my list would have to be a cell phone cozy. So here's what the cell phone cozy looks like. It's just a basic holder for your cell phone. And that one goes by also super quick because, again, it's really small depending on how big your cell phone is, and then you can like you can knit a certain amount of length until it's enough to wrap around your whole cell phone. phone, and if your cell phone's like smaller, smaller or bigger, you can just like make it bigger or small enough to wrap around your, big enough or small enough to wrap around your cell phone, and then you just knit a little strap and then you add a button. It's just super easy, and it's like not as much sewing either, because like it's so incredibly small that you don't have to sew too much of it. Just you only have to sew on the sides, and then you only have to sew on a button. Number 4 on my list should have to be a wristband. Now, a wristband's super easy. All you just have to do is like knit it until it's stretchy enough to fit around your wrist. Wrist, you can cast on like a certain amount of stitches. Like you can cast on probably like 15 or like 10, depending on how wide you want your wristband, and you can like knit it super quickly, and it's pretty stretchy, and you can just knit it until it fits the circumference of your wrist. Pretty much, it makes it so much easier, and it's really small, and it doesn't require a lot of sewing either. Number 5 on my list would have to be headbands. Now, I have a couple headband examples here. This one I made with the baby weight yarn. That's what it looks like. This one I made with worsted weight. So that's what it looks like. And this one I also made with worsted weight, but I accidentally, well, this is pretty funny. I made this one with worsted weight yarn as well, but the only downfall is I accidentally made it to fit around my head because I didn't realize, I totally forgot that this stretches. So it's actually really big around me. Well, it's a little baggy in the back. It actually kind of fits me now, but when I first made it, it was like, yeah, oh funny, yeah, it fits me now. So when I first actually made this project, I accidentally made it way too big for my head, and it kept like falling off and everything because I fitted it to the circumference of my head because I didn't realize that this stretches. So I made this one too big on accident, but it actually fits my head now. But when I first made it, it didn't really fit my head because I made it too big by accident. Whoops. Whoops. So whenever you're making a headband, follow the instructions to how many. So if you're knitting a headband, just a quick heads up, follow the instructions to see how long you're required to make the headband for yourself. So let me start. So whenever you're knitting a headband, please follow the simple instructions to how long you're supposed to make the headband, because this does have quite a bit of stretch to it. And if you do too many rows, it's going to be, if you make it too long, it's going to be too big to wrap around your head. But just make it enough so it's like not too tiny, but just make it enough to fit around your head, because this yarn, because this does have quite a bit of a stretch to it. So number 6 on my list should have to be posies. So posies are like little flowers. I have one right here in this book. Oh, there's a piece of yarn. Where did that come from? Sorry. Whoops, dropped my paper. So here's what the posies look like. They're just little flowers, and they're so easy. They only take like one row. One simple row. You just cast on and bind off all on that one. Yeah, you just cast on and bind off all on that one row. You just It's so simple as 1, 2, 3, and then you just like place a marker to know where to sew and everything, and then you just sew it together, and then you have yourself a posy flower. flower, which is pretty cool. It's just like, it's so easy. It's just like one row, so you'll be done in like probably like 2 or 3 minutes. Number 9 on my list would have to be a bow. Now, I don't have an actual bow to show you guys, but I have a couple pictures. I don't know if they're on my phone or my Facebook page. Here they are right here. So they're these cute little bows. They go by super quick. All you just need to do is just knit a big piece up to 4 inches, and then a really tiny piece about 1.5 inch, and then you just like sew the little 1.5 piece around the 4-inch piece of your knitting. And it's so easy to do. So yeah, those go by probably in like, you'll probably get those done in like 5 minutes or so. So again, if it's 5 minutes, it may be 10 depending on how fast you can knit. Number 8 on my list would have to be an iPod sock. Now this is an iPod sock. I made this one a couple years ago. I think I did this for a knitting tutorial. I don't remember. So this is what it looks like. It's just a little sock, and then you can stick your iPod in it. Here, let me get my iPod. So this is my iPod. This doesn't work anymore, but I don't know why I even still have it. So you can stick your iPod in here, and then and then you can listen to your music in the sock, which makes it super easy and super cute and fun and everything. I don't even think this works. I don't even know if this works anymore because I haven't even used it in so long. So yeah, you just stick your iPod in there, and your iPod, you can keep it in there to listen to, and then it's like a cute way to keep track of your iPod, so then you don't worry about losing it. Number 10 on my list would have to be a bracelet. Wow, this video is getting long. I'm so sorry. So this is what the bracelets look like. So they're just little bracelets, and they only have like about, I think, 8 rows, and then you just bind off after 8 rows and stuff. So that'll probably take you about 2 minutes. It'll probably take you 5 or 10, depending on how fast you can knit. Again, it depends on how fast you can knit. So it usually takes about like 5 or 10 minutes. So I think I finished mine in 2 minutes, but again, everybody has a different speed at knitting, and everybody learns differently, so it depends on how fast you can knit, basically. But they're so easy. All you just have to do is knit a couple rows, bind off, and then just sew it together, and it's so simple as that. Okay, so those are my top 10 easiest knitting projects. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Monday through Saturday, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!